You've probably seen it, right? Someone starts the carnivore diet and boom, the results are just incredible. We're talking serious weight loss, energy through the roof, and healing things they've dealt with for years. I mean, these transformations are absolutely life-changing. And look, a quote like this isn't some one-off thing. We hear stories just like it all the time. People dropping 20, 30, sometimes over 50 pounds, and, more importantly, keeping it off for years. So yeah, there's no doubt this way of eating has some serious potential. Okay, but then what happens when the weight loss just stops? You're doing everything you're supposed to, you're feeling pretty good, but that number on the scale, it just will not move. It's that dreaded carnivore plateau, and man, is it frustrating. But look, if you've hit that wall, don't even worry about it. We've actually dug in and distilled 10 kind of like golden rules from some really experienced carnivore coaches. These are designed to help you smash through any stall and get things moving again. All right, first things first, let's talk about what's on your plate. Because a lot of the time, the fix for a plateau isn't some huge, crazy overhaul. It's really just about a few smart little tweaks to your food. So rule number 1 is all about prioritizing protein. The carnivore diet gets all this hype for being super high fat, right? But here's the thing. When fat loss is your main goal, protein, that becomes your number 1 driver. It's the key to healing your body and really building that leaner physique. A good target to shoot for? At least 1 gram of protein per pound of your ideal body weight. And this is where it gets interesting because the difference between a high-fat and a high-protein approach can be a total game changer. There's a great example from a coach named Linda. She found that going high-fat was amazing for her sleep and it got rid of her hot flashes. But she also started putting on body fat. So she switched things up, started focusing on leaner cuts of meat, and guess what? She dropped the fat, started building muscle, and the best part? Those hot flashes, they never came back. Pretty cool, right? Now, this does not mean fat is suddenly the bad guy. Not at all. It's an absolutely crucial tool. The trick is to think of it like a lever. You're in control. On days you're super active, or maybe you're feeling a little stressed, you pull that lever up and add more fat for that extra energy. On other, less demanding days, you can just pull it back down. It's all about being flexible, not just trying to hit some crazy high-fat target every single day. Okay, so if you want to get a little more strategic, you can try something called a protein-sparing modified fast, or PSMF for short. Now, it's not really a fast in the traditional sense. It's more of a strategy where for a few days a week, you just really dial back your dietary fat, like way down. And what this does is it basically forces your body to go, okay, where am I going to get my fuel? And it starts burning its own fat stores. It's super effective. Another coach, Christina, used this exact method to go from 23% body fat all the way down to 15%. So yeah, it's a really powerful tool for those super stubborn plateaus. Sometimes breaking a stall isn't about what you add, it's about what you take away. And there are 3 big culprits here. First, dairy. For a lot of people, it's inflammatory, it can be addictive, it's just a slippery slope. Then there's alcohol. That's a huge one. Your body literally puts a pause on fat burning for anywhere from 12 to 48 hours just to deal with it. And finally, those bulletproof fatty coffees, they can be total hidden calorie bombs. It really all boils down to one simple rule the coaches swear by. Eat your calories, don't drink them.
So getting your food dialed in is absolutely massive. But breaking a plateau isn't just about what's on your plate. Your day-to-day habits, your whole lifestyle, that stuff plays a role that's just as important.
And when we talk about lifestyle, let's start with movement. Look, you do not need to become some gym warrior overnight. Seriously. The main thing is just to start moving. A simple 15-minute walk every day, that's a fantastic place to start. It's all about progression, not trying to be perfect from day one. Just build that little habit first. And this quote right here from Dr. Gabrielle Lyon really nails why this is so important. Muscle is the organ of longevity. Well, yeah, any exercise is good. Resistance training is hands down the best type for fat loss. Why? Because when you build muscle, you're essentially turning your body into a metabolic furnace. You burn more calories 24/7, even when you're just sitting on the couch. That means a faster metabolism, more strength, and it protects your bones as you get older. It's a win-win-win. Next up, hydration. This one is totally non-negotiable for fat loss. A really simple rule of thumb is to drink about half your body weight, but in ounces of water, every day. So let's say you weigh 120 pounds, your target is 60 ounces. Super basic, I know, but it's such a powerful habit to lock in. But wait, there's a really important catch here. On a carnivore diet, your body lets go of a lot of water, and when that water goes, essential electrolytes go right along with it. So if you're just chugging plain water, you can actually make things worse by flushing out even more of them. The key to being truly hydrated on carnivore is to add salt to your food and water, or to use a good quality electrolyte supplement. That part is crucial. Okay, what about time-restricted eating or intermittent fasting? A lot of people love it for fat loss, and for sure, it can be a great tool. But here's the advice from the coaches. It really needs to happen naturally. If you wake up and you're just not hungry, great, don't eat. But forcing yourself to fast when your body is screaming for food, that just jacks up your stress hormone, cortisol. And cortisol tells your body to hold on to fat, which is the exact opposite of what we're trying to do here. All right, so we've got all these amazing levers we can pull with our food and our lifestyle. But none of them are going to stick without this final key ingredient. This is the glue that holds everything together. We're talking about having the right mindset and the right support system to actually make these changes last. And this quote from Coach Michelle really says it all. Consistency is a superpower. I mean, just think about it for a second. We don't gain weight overnight, right? It's the result of all these little habits stacking up day after day. While lasting fat loss works the exact same way, just in reverse. It's those small, consistent, positive things you do every single day that add up to those massive results down the line. And that brings us to our final rule, and it might be the most important one. Find your people. Find your tribe. Trying to make a huge lifestyle change when everyone around you, your friends, your family, eats completely differently, man, it can feel so isolating. Having a community gives you that accountability, that motivation, that encouragement when you need it most. It's a place where you can share your struggles and just feel understood. And honestly, for a lot of people, that's the one thing that makes all the difference in sticking with it for the long haul. So let's bring this all home. These 10 rules, they're not some strict, rigid list you have to follow perfectly or else. Not at all. Think of them more like a toolkit. Your job is to just experiment. Play with it. Maybe this week you focus on prioritizing your protein. The next week, you work on adding that daily walk. Just pull one lever at a time, see how your body feels, see how it responds, and slowly build a personalized strategy that is perfect for you. You've basically been handed a whole keychain. You have all the keys you need to bust through that plateau and get your fat loss journey fired up again. So the only real question left is, which door are you going to unlock first?